I have made quite a few changes in my cooking setup the last year, so I thought we would walk through them together. So tag along. In the last couple of years I have let my interest in outdoor cooking sets go maybe not rampant but pretty wild and take the lead, and because of that I have quite a few kits that I usually use. And in the beginning of 2025 this was my go-to, the Trangia T27. And done some cooking with it this year, but not too much. And this little fella around here, the T28 Mini, I bought last year, and therefore it got quite a lot of attention. I tried to find the limits for what this can do. When should I use it? When is it not suitable, and so forth. And right now it's pretty dormant because I kind of had enough with the non-stick pan and waiting for the hard anodized frying pan to get in stock again, because they're sold out every time I check. So this one pretty much sits on the shelf. Instead, there's another guy who made an entrance. The between sibling, the middle one, Trangia T27. And just in time for Trangia's 100-year anniversary, they released the possibility to custom build this one. Last year they did the same with the T25. And I felt pretty confident that the same would apply for the T27, so I just waited for it to come. And this year it came, and I ordered it, and this has got the most of my intention since spring when this came. I really am discovering the possibilities, the quirks, the kinks and whatnot with it, and so now this is my go-to, and I've been switching on and off between using the spirit burner. It has always been my go-to. It's silent, I know exactly what to expect from it, so this has mainly been my weapon of choice. But when I visited Trangia this summer, I brought home their new gas burner, the Storm, and I must say it's a game changer. So I've used it pretty much also to get to know it, and I think I have the ins and outs, and now it will accompany me when I need these advantages that it has, the excellent temperature control mainly. For being a gas burner, it's pretty silent, but it's still noisy as heck compared to a spirit burner. So special occasions, this will accompany me now. Another new addition this year, move things around here, it's what I call my taste box. Originally this was something we in Sweden call a unica box. A box this size, made of aluminium or stainless steel. This one is aluminium. And before microwave ovens were a thing, you brought this as your lunch box to work. So you had your sandwiches or the leftovers from the day before in it, and if there was leftovers, you put it in kind of a low efficiency oven, heating cupboard, where it's set for like an hour or something with the other guys' lunch boxes to get to a suitable temperature. And I use this mostly to keep odds and ends that don't have any other place. But my old shaker, kind of the most used spices, seasoning, has run out, and I got the tips in the comments that you can pry away this lid and use it as a refill, but I have yet to succeed. Maybe I have a little bit different model or something, but I can't pry it loose without breaking it. So when this started to get empty on the most used spices, I instead did this one. So in here I have my most used spices in refillable shakers, and some oil, my little grater, and some mustard, ketchup, sugar, whatnot, always lives here. So most of the time I have everything I need in this one. Should I need something very special, I can replace one of the other cans and bring that instead. But as I said, 9 times out of 10 I got all that I need in here. So this one pretty much comes with me. I have a spare cup of coffee. It's a coffee bag that I nicked on the British Railroad, and inside also lives my stainless spork, who's a new member of the family. Before I use these plastic ones, they are cheap as dirt, and you buy them by the baker's dozen. But since I use these not only to eat but also as a cooking utensil, I discovered pretty soon that especially the fork, they will melt while cooking, and that became old pretty fast. So I stopped buying these ones. They are not for me. I won't say they're bad, but the way I use a spork, they are definitely not suited. So instead, stainless. I was pondering maybe I should get a titanium one instead. But there's something with titanium utensil that kind of makes my mouth crawl when I eat with them. Can't put my fingers on it. Maybe it's just a hang-up, but it's unpleasant enough for me to avoid it altogether. So stainless it is, and I'm pretty certain that this one won't melt while cooking any day soon. Another guy that still comes with me all the time is this wooden cutting board. And it might seem like a gross overkill to bring this one. It's large, bulky and heavy compared to the small cutting boards that sits in my Trangias. But it has other uses too, not just cutting. I have plenty of room to cut, and I like that. And it's also splendid for leveling out the ground. So sometimes when it's a bit rocky, I can put my cook set on top of the cutting board and get a more level surface so it doesn't wobble around. And the times when I eat without some kind of a table is also great for putting in the lap and have the plate standing here. It gives much more stability, especially if I need to cut my food. And if I eat directly from a skillet or a pot, it's also a great insulation. And let's face it, putting a sooty, piping hot skillet in my lap, it's not my idea of fun. So this one comes with me, and another added benefit. That was tough words. And an added benefit is that it also looks great on pictures when I take thumbnails or stills for social media and whatnot. So this will accompany me. I really like it. And every now and then I treat it with some cutting board oil. That's wood oil that are food safe, I think. The expression is in English. And if it's not, you know what I mean. Well, those are the things I used mostly this year. Let's check a bit about the rejects. The old Pathfinder mug. I brought it along pretty much, especially when I used my Bushbox. And this is the place where I cooked my coffee and I also drank from it. Nowadays it's mostly the small kettle from the T27 that fills that purpose, at least brewing the coffee. But it has got a new purpose in life, and it's now the home for my Trangia triangle and the windscreen that accompanies me. And I think this might be a base for my new kind of minimalistic kit. I feel that the time has come to explore the triangle a bit more and see if I can build a kind of minimalistic, ultralight, or at least light cook set. And inside here lives my old spirit burner. And I also got the add-on, the pot stand, that makes it suitable for the Pathfinder cup. They haven't really been a match before. But with this one and a good burner, I think I have something going. And let's see what other parts will be accompany the triangle and the Pathfinder cup. So reject for this year, but maybe late this year or the next year, I think we'll see more of them as I explore the possibilities of this one. And I've started to do a little hack on this one as well, because I think that the storm might also be a good fit here from every now and then, but as it comes now, the storm doesn't really fit in the triangle. So I have to get my tools and make some adjustments to get it fitted. But more of that later. Maybe this year or next. Let's pack that up. And while we are on the subject, I mentioned my Bushbox. This is actually one of the absolute first pieces of gear I bought kind of for the channel. And I had a lot of fun with this. I like that it's versatile and you can use any kind of fuel really for it. Sticks, gas burners, no, maybe not gas burners, but spirit burners definitely, and barbecue coals and whatnot. And it's compact, it takes the same amount of space as your cell phone. But nowadays the advantages with this one doesn't come in play too much for me, so this has been pretty much sitting in itself for the better part of 2 years. I had it going last year, but this year it's seen very little action, and as things stand right now, I think maybe I will take it out for more nostalgic reasons than anything else. There's nothing wrong with it, but as I said, the advantage is that it doesn't come in play for me that much. So I think it will have an extended leave of action for now, at least. Who knows? Might be back. And here's something else that kind of made the brief comeback for me. The trusty old Cuxas. While I was using the Pathfinder, I had no need to bring the Cuxa. Now it's returned to be my drinking vessel for coffee mainly, but I think I will replace it with the smaller folder cups. It's easier to pack down and more lightweight. They're also cheap as dirt. You can buy them by the baker's dozen. So this one more kind of is a preparation bowl today. So I guess that's the job it will have for the foreseeable future. It's also, this one is 25 plus years, so it's start to show quite a lot of signs of wear and tear. So pretty much go away. Another comeback is my Moroccan's bowl for prepping. I used a folder for the better part of 2 years and been pretty pleased with it, but later on I rediscovered that the length of the blade on this one, the extra few inches, makes it more suited for food prep. On the folder it's on the short side. So this has come back. Now I started to look at another folder, and I pretty much had my mind set on what kind of folder I should buy. And you guys, you totally ruined it by giving me a lot of new tips on splendid folders for food prep that I, of course, have to investigate before I make a purchase. So my plans are right now on ice. It sounds like I don't appreciate the tips. I really do. But sometimes it's, oh, I'm going to buy this one, and oh, there's a lot of other stuff. I gotta check that out. Well, and this one also one of the first things I bought for the channel. A double billy pot. Hasn't seen any action this year. I like it. The aluminium one. Can bring them both or just one. So I have perfect. This might come in play with the triangle. You'll never know, because if it sits, it fits. So I think this can be maybe the start of my new minimalistic cook set. I'm not sure, but it's possible. And as I said, the T28 is definitely one of the rejects. I need to change the pan, because the non-stick really doesn't cut the mustard for me. The way I cook, I kind of destroy the surface in a non-stick. As I said, plastic, they don't really stand up to the heat very good, and that's what you're supposed to use for a non-stick. And my wooden things, these ones, they well, they're not bad, but for the fiddler parts I will go with the Duosol. That doesn't react to sharp objects very much. It's hard to scratch it, and it takes heat like nobody's business. Well, so my T27 with my taste box and my Mora Cansball, we can say this has been my go-to during 2025. And this is a setup I am very comfortable with. Whether I use the Spirit Burner or the Storm, I think I get excellent results. And then I just add different nicks and knacks depending on what I'm cooking. But with this, I think most of the things can be cooked. And as you can see here also on the top of my T25, here rides my Snow Peak titanium plate. Very good fit. On the T25 it fitted right on the bottom, but here it fits right on top, and so really takes no extra space, and since it's a titanium, the weight is kind of negligible. That was a hard word. You know what I mean. It doesn't amount to much, the weight. So with this setup, you're pretty much good to go. There will probably be changes in this setup for next year. Exactly what, I don't know. As I said, I have plans, but they are yet to be tested, so I will sum that up in late 2026, if there is notable changes. But for now, thanks for sticking by me this long, and I'd like to hear your comments on what are your favorite setups for the moment. And if you have plans for changes later on, have I made smart choices or are they stupid as heck? Feel free to comment. And if you think that this video brought you anything, do give it a thumbs up. You know that it helps the channel. And if you're not already a subscriber, you might consider pressing that button right now and the bell right next to it, so you get notifications when I'm doing new shenanigans, and not just talking about the kit but actually using it, because that's mainly what I do, at least when the weather outside is somewhat workable. And extra special thanks to all my new members. Your support will make it much easier for me to do even more videos than I did before. But until the next time I catch you, have a great time. Cheers.